Welcome CNG 132 to Monday morning. I just fired off an email addressing the discussions posts for the lab not working, asking for a key. Um, I thought we'd be able to skip it because usually you can skip past it or enter later, and it should give you like a notice to enter a code within 45 days, I believe. But it looks like a Windows update has changed. I just shared a VMDK Windows 10 image. I will look for a um, how to so that you guys can actually see how to uh, start up a virtual machine in Workstation or Oracle VirtualBox or a player um, to get that virtual machine going. Once again, I just shot off an email to the online lead and the online chair asking to see who's in charge of the Kavuto accounts, which is your workstation, possibly a Windows image, and then your Azure accounts that are Windows based. So you should have your server images and your client images in there. Okay, so let's see. 55 discussions. Great job. I know this class is large. Um, yeah, this class is large. We're sitting at about, I believe it was 24. 24 currently. So I will start getting to those. When we go back to the discussions, make sure you're doing that initial post by Wednesday and then follow up again with something substantial. If you agree on it, that's fine. Say you agree, but why do you agree? Should be a small couple sentences you add back. Maybe you throw in a link. If you don't agree with somebody, that's fine. Make sure to be civil about it and provide um, content on why you don't agree with it. Go out and find a link and or a quote, and say, hey, look, this is why I don't agree on it, and somebody else agrees with me on the internet about this, and post that in your discussion. 30 new submission files. Let's take a look at that. That should be projects. Yep. So that's going to be our projects. And essays one, good. 11 people got an essay one, or hopefully just wasn't one person doing 11 essays. Make sure to get those essays in. When you do those essays, um, we will remember it's 2 pages. It should be about 2 pages. Uh, one page is going to be, I wouldn't say one page. The amount of writing you're going to do is going to be about 1 page length. But if you make a quote, or I should say, if you make a statement, make sure to go out on the internet and find backup material for that statement. Once again, if I make the statement that says cybersecurity is important because everyone's getting hacked, well, I'm going to Google on the internet um, everyone getting hacked, and boom, I find this article here. I find this article here on the internet that says, why should we be worried about getting hacked in 2019? I'm going to read through it and say, holy smokes. That's because personal records of roughly 500 million Star Wars guests were compromised. You know, that's a huge quote to back up, that why we need to be worried about security or being hacked in 2019. As you saw that, I just barely read the first paragraph of that. But if there's more, if those sentences after that were just as important, I would include that. So basically, I wrote one sentence and I found a short paragraph to back up that one statement that I made. So, like I said, your writing should not be taking. I had people say they're taking like 4 hours to do this. No, this should be like a 45-minute assignment. Tops, if you're struggling, tops maybe an hour and a half. But once again, should not be a huge um, activity assignment. Let's see. For this week, we jump into, if I goes there. Week 2, beginning August 26th. Uh, more content that we're going to be writing about. What the in the news does is basically you click on it, it scrapes the internet for some keywords and brings up current news about what's going on. We look at malware, classification malware, and social engineering. Probably my favorite topic is social engineering. That's what I'm writing um, my current project on in my classes. And basically, social engineering is you know the sales teams, the sales, I don't know, businesses have mastered social engineering. That's why you see gum and um, you're asked to supersize it at the end of your order because that is basically engineering you to get more money from you when you think you're getting a discount. Cool story is we're going to do some extra credit based on this social engineering. You have a 3-day weekend, so I expect you guys to take part in this social engineering extra credit. Um, let's go hit the extra credit. Oh, I don't have it. Well, I'll make it. Um, Basically, for that extra credit, I usually don't round up grades. I usually give you guys the grades you want. To get those little roundups, I kind of expect you to participate in the extra credit activities. This extra credit activity will be basically you're going to learn about social engineering this week and then you're going to go perform it. Um, Social engineering is very, very easy to do. Basically, you can talk to people and pull out information from them, extract that information, and um, basically they just give you anything they want. Take, for instance, your security questions to get into your bank account. You thought those were good questions with good answers, but could somebody figure out the answers to those questions by asking you questions? One of them could be, what high school did you go to? Walking up to an individual, you can pretend like they look familiar, or perhaps maybe they were. You can ask them if you went to high school with them, and they divulge this information. What high school they went to, and they give you that information. If you go to the dog park, if you have a dog, one of the security questions is, what's your favorite animal, or what was your favorite animal's name? Going to the dog park, simply striking up a conversation and gleaning this information from individuals is very easy. You start talking about relating to people, since humans are social creatures, and we look to socialize. These are really not the carefulest, or actually, the human condition is the weakest link of cybersecurity. You'll find that out as we keep on going along. And you'll even, if you do go into cybersecurity, you'll read more on it. An interesting thing. So here's what's going on in my world today. Okay. So interesting enough, my final was due Friday, but if we click on one of these links here in the top related articles, are the top stories, we're going to click on one. Regis University shuts down internet on campus following a cyber attack. Last week, let's see, around the 22nd, I would say the 21st, um, Regis was compromised, or actually, they found out they were compromised, um, and all their services are now offline. Um, their web server, regis.edu, is not up. Their D2L server, or their server login, which accesses the university's databases for users, that's not up. The bookstore is up, which incredibly is shouldn't be up because that should be linked. I know it's linked to the Regis site because I can click on a class and buy books for that class, or say I want to buy books for that class and then get transferred over to the bookstore. Um, So I don't know why that's still up, but this is going on right now. And like I said, the whole campus um, is currently dark. I was notified that all my classes, um, the finals are pushed back for a week. They're due Sunday, so hopefully they have it up or hopefully they have it up this week. I'm going on vacation Friday, so I can turn in all my stuff. But this is a huge, huge um, deal right now. It's right in our backyards. Fort Collins, Colorado. I know we hear things getting hacked, but this university is currently dark. Go ahead and poke around, look at it. It's a good read about what's going on around us. Um, and what's kind of happening. Make sure when you're reading the chapter, you look at social engineering because we are going to, for the extra credit assignment, you're going to go out in the world and try this. Let's see, you can go to the bar, you can go to the campus, you can go get your hair cut, you can go out to eat, you can go to um, you can go to Starbucks, you can go to walk your dog. Social engineering can be done anywhere. Um, One person became so friendly with another individual that he left his credit card. He actually left his wallet in front of this individual while he went to the bathroom at a tavern in Denver. So once again, social engineering, one of my favorite topics to talk about, and this is where I'll end this week's video. Make sure you hop in there. Once again, I'm working on everything, so don't feel like if you do get a zero or a mark a zero on any sort of your labs or your project, just remember I do take it will not count against you. It's just me keeping pace and caught up with the course. If you have any questions, reach out. Make sure you email me through D2L. The Outlook account I check every other day or so. When D2L, I'm probably in D2L about every day.